Good evening. My name is Vinita Belani. I am the founding artistic director of Apne Aap. I am very honored to have joined Apne Aap this year as an advisory board member. I am totally in awe of everything that Ruchira and Apne Aap do. This evening, I have the great pleasure of presenting the Last Girl Corporate Inspiration Award to Basu Ratnam. Basu Ratnam is the founder and the CEO of INDAY. INDAY is a group of 3 Indian and Ayurvedic-inspired restaurants in New York City. During the worst of the pandemic, Basu Ratnam mobilized the catering community of New York to support the food and the oxygen needs of the most vulnerable population of India in its worst moments of COVID. INDAY is also a food brand that provides Ayurvedic-based casual meals, and Basu Ratnam used all his networks and his goodwill to generate funds for direct COVID support. Basu, we applaud all your efforts, and on behalf of Apne Aap, please accept the Last Girl Corporate Inspiration Award.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Basu Ratnam. I'm the founder of INDAY Restaurant Group in New York City. I'm so honored and humbled to receive the Last Girl Corporate Leadership Award on the eve of International Day of the Girl. I want to thank and acknowledge Ruchira and the rest of the Apne Aap leadership team, its board, and community for including me in this incredibly special and meaningful moment and for honoring the work that we've done. These are strange and difficult times for so many of us, and as an Indian American, I felt particularly affected by the deathly meals and direct aid for victims of the virus. I bring this up not to talk about our achievements, but to say that a small group of people with a community and the instant connection of social media can make a really meaningful and lasting change. Though the media attention has moved away from all the challenges facing India right now, there are so many people who are still locked in situations of despair and exploitation. And as it goes, suffering is often borne the most by people who are least able to protect themselves. When young women and children aren't afforded basic life essentials, the pressure and holes in the safety net make them ripe for exploitation. I'm so grateful for the work that Apne Aap has done during this incredibly difficult time to lift up women and children who didn't have the resources to take care of themselves. I commend you guys for the 15 million meals you've distributed across over 500,000 Indians. That is a mind-boggling statistic that isn't a function just of aid, but of creating a complex human chain of small business owners, farmers, distributors, community leaders, and student aid volunteers. In supporting this organization, you're not just feeding and protecting young women, you are also supporting a network of people who are working towards a fairer and more equitable society. I hope that with this work, we can one day realize Apne Aap's goal of living in a world that is free of the trafficking of young women. I hope we can all do our part to support these efforts because as the largest and most complex democracy in the history of our people, as India goes, so does the world. Thank you, God bless, and may you enjoy the rest of tonight's programming.